Yo, 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 welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Corey the Man, bro. I got us a new overlay. Yeah, yeah. um, but yeah, I'm ready to get into it. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We are at 1.83K. We're on our way to 1.84. Let's get there. Um, Without further ado, let me fire this up. Make sure we live streaming. Okay. Sorry, y'all. My channel didn't want to act right for a second. Wait, is that confirming? Yep, live. So this is how to do a taper. I just left in the first must watch. I don't know why. Clickbait or whatever.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this.
Nah.
What kind of cut can I do for you today?
Amazon.
Just a taper. I do like the length still.
You gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Get you looking nice?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'll turn the volume down on my end.
So to start off this cut, what we're gonna do is clip up the hair, and that's just so we get it out the way and we can work with the area that we need to. And then we're just gonna comb down the area that we have parted as well. And the reason we have it kind of parted and sectioned off is because her hair is so long. We kind of have to do that, right?
Thought this
So
was
now
a
we're
whole
gonna come
nigga.
in with our 2-guard open. But when I'm coming in with this 2-guard and debulking, I'm being sure to leave hair towards the top of that taper. So you'll see I'm gonna flick out, not really, take it all the way up to the part line. And now I'm gonna go ahead and set in my bald line with my trimmer. And what I wanna do is start where the end of the ear is, where the end of the eyebrow is and where the ear connects to the head. And then we'll just go ahead and bald that out. Now we're gonna follow it up with our shaver to get it nice and close to the skin. And then the next step is our lever open, just like we do with every fading system and every video that I do. We're gonna start off with that lever open. And we're going up about a finger's width here. We're not making this too wide of a line or too thin of a line. And now to get rid of the light line in between, I went ahead and closed that lever, and then we'll open it little by little. Now we're gonna follow it up with our 1-guard lever all the way open, doing the same thing, and we're just gonna work our way up. So again, we're going up about a finger's width, and you'll notice I'm using a lot of the corner of the blade, and that's just because we're working in such a small area. I don't want to risk, cutting off too much.
Okay, that makes sense, sorta.
So this is still our 1-guard. And now to get rid of that line, we're gonna come in with our 1/2 guard halfway, and then we'll close it as needed. So we're gonna start off halfway here, see what it does. Now you'll see me close it all the way. And we're really utilizing the corner of that blade to get into any dark areas that we see. And now we're gonna come in with our 1.5 open right under that 2 open that we started off this taper with. And now we're gonna close it all the way. And now to blend into some of that weight that we left at the top of the taper, I'm gonna do some clipper over comb. And like I said, this isn't a lot of weight because the hair is gonna hang over anyway, but I'm leaving just enough to where it's dark. And when we let the curls go on top of it, it looks like it blends a little better. You know what I mean? And now we're gonna come in with our thinning shear to soften everything up. And after this, I was safe to say, we can move on to the other side of the taper.
I wasn't
so again,
even doing
we're gonna
that.
follow that same system.
When I see mine is taking over, I just cut it off.
Being sure to
like,
leave some of
straight
that
up.
hair towards the top of that
Let
taper.
it all blend in. Well, not blend in, but ball out. But I know this
And the
now,
reason I don't
so.
take the 2-guard all the way up to the part line is because once we take the curls out of the clip and they fall over, it's gonna look as if it's just falling onto a shaved head, you know what I mean? And it's gonna fall, and yes, it's an undercut and there is unevenness, but it's gonna fall to where the darkness of the top of that taper kind of gives it a blended illusion in a way. If that makes sense, I don't know. Now we're coming in
Yeah, it
with the
sort of
shaver.
makes sense.
Following that same system, nothing too crazy. And now we're gonna use our lever open. And the reason I'm giving it that burst shape is so I keep the edges dark when we come in to do her lineup. Now we'll go ahead and close it and start attacking this line right here. And I don't know about y'all, man, but tapers have been seeming super easy to me lately. I know when I first started off, tapers were probably like the hardest thing for me to learn, really, and it's because we're doing a blend in such a small area. I know for a lot of people it's different. They say tapers are easy, fade was hard. But honestly, for me, the fade was easy because we just had a lot more surface area and canvas to work with. This is so tight and so small, you know, that I really struggled. But now I feel like tapers, man, I could do them in my sleep. So hopefully this tutorial helps you get to that place, you know what I mean? That was the goal of me saying that. I'm not gloating, but you know what I'm saying. Now we're just cleaning it up with that half guard. And then under that 2, we're going to use that 1.5 open, just like we did on the other side. And in everyday cutting, you know, if I'm not recording, I would have did both sides of the taper already in about like 8-10 minutes. And then we're going to go ahead and do the neck taper and line everything up, and she'll be done because she did say she wanted to keep the length of the curl, so it made her job a lot easier. Now we're just doing some clipper over comb. As you keep seeing, her hair is flipping up, so I'm being sure to comb it down. And again, the top of this taper, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I know that sounds really bad to say as someone who's educating and teaching, but the hair on top is gonna fall right over the top of that taper anyway. You know what I mean? She doesn't tie it up, she doesn't wear it in a ponytail, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Alright, I feel like a lot of times as barbers, you know, we want every haircut to be Instagram quality. Granted, I do too. But at the same time, you know, when we're cutting in a shop every day, you know, we're on a time crunch, we're on a time limit. And if we can finish haircuts faster than, you know, we need to without rushing or short-changing the client in any way, shape, or form, you know, you want to do that because you want to make the most money as possible. So she wears her hair down so the top of the taper doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just saying. Now we're cleaning up the neck taper with our trimmer. We're going to establish that.
Why she getting a haircut if she wears her hair down? It don't make no sense.
And we're starting right below the bottom of her ear. We're not taking it up too
But
high.
it is
It's kind
what
of
it is.
the midway.
I feel like you just wasting money at this
I don't
point.
like when tapers are too low. I feel like they don't look as clean. They don't last as long. So I think mid to high tapers is definitely what I always suggest. And you'll see I'm moving that shaver sideways, and that's because in the nape area, a lot of times the hair grows in every which direction. So I'm being sure to cut against the grain. And now for the neck taper, we're going to come in lever open. And we can make our guidelines a little thicker in the back here, and that's just because we have a lot more area to work with. You know what I mean?
I can see that. Oh, he can do the
So
clip
we're just
over comb with
brushing every time we pass the clipper
stuff
to
on
get rid of
top.
any flyaways and really
My
smooth that
hair
hair
goes
down.
straight back.
And now
None
we're
of
gonna
that
get rid of the line in
clipper
between with
stuff.
our lever closed, and then we'll open it up little by little.
I was just trying to feel.
Now we're gonna move on to our one guard lever open, and we're gonna go fully open about a finger's width here once again, and we're just gonna work our way up. And same thing with the back of this taper. We want to leave enough hair towards the top, and when we take the hair down, it kind of falls right on top of it and gives the illusion of it being blended. Now we're gonna use our two guard open, and with this, we're just coming off the shape of his head. We're not taking it all the way up. to
His.
that
Why
part
he
line.
keep saying his and her? What's up with that? She like gay? Like, come on, you got a big one.
And now we're gonna come in with our 1.5, and we're gonna start blending down. So we're gonna start off all the way open, and then we'll close it little by little as needed. So right there, I closed the lever all the way,
His voice went down.
and you can see as we work at that line, it's starting to get blended out. And this taper is coming together already, but to get rid of that very last line, we're gonna do lever open with our half guard. And like I always say, we'll go ahead and close that lever little by little, just as I did right here. And we're just working, man, trying to really get this taper popping, looking right.
You turn my volume up. I can't hear nothing. Ah,
I tried 3 different e-commerce platforms and none of them were working for me.
And now to blend into some of that weight at the top of the taper, we'll just do some clipper over comb. Nothing crazy, because we don't want to take off too much here. And I'm deep walking behind the ear here with the 2-guard because she hates having, you know, a bushy.
Now he's calling her a she
behind the
again.
ear area. So
It was
I always
she.
lower that
It was
to a
he.
2.
It was she.
And then it also helps with catching a nice line as well. So I'm starting at the top of the ear. And then I'll work my way towards the bottom. And you'll see once we line up the nape and the front, the taper really comes to life.
I think he really confused on what
detail, good
it
and bad. So you might need
is.
to go back in detail as well. Now we're just cleaning it up, getting it right. And now we'll do the same thing on the other side. Starting at the top of the ear, not trying to take it too high, trying to keep it as natural as possible. And then we'll work our way towards the bottom of that nape. And you're going to see after I complete this step exactly what I mean when I say leaving the weight at the top of the taper. So right here, I let the hair kind of fall over. And you can see it's falling onto hair that has the same shade of darkness. So it doesn't look like a complete undercut. You know what I mean? And now we're going to line up her left corner.
Kind of still
She doesn't
does.
do a line straight across because towards the middle, her hair kind of grows upwards. So it's lighter. So all we do is just clean up her box area and her arches. Keeping it as natural as we can, but at the same time, you want to get it as sharp and as clean as you can.
1 second.
And now for her arch right here, I'm just showing you, all the hairs that are hanging over her natural line. And then we'll go ahead and clean up her arch starting at the top. And then we'll go to the bottom right here and meet those 2 points in the middle. And that'll give us that nice arch shape. And now to enhance this, we're going to come in with our Kiss Express enhancement and our barber plug card. And we're just going to apply it lightly and darken it up as needed. Nothing too crazy. We just want to make it, pop a little more. Now we'll go ahead and line up her right side as well. I was showing you right there that those are overhang hairs. So this right here is not a pushback. Those are more bangs. And we're just bringing that across. Now we're gonna start at the top of the arch, just like I said, and then we'll go to the bottom and meet those 2 points in the middle. And it's all about having a system, man. When you have a system in place, it's a lot easier to
What
get
your
to
barber would say.
final
line your
outcome,
arch
final, result
Like, what you say
more
to me?
efficiently and with peace of mind as well. So now we're gonna go ahead and enhance this side as well.
Yeah, I could tell. It'd be kind of weird if you didn't.
Clean, and now I'm gonna go ahead and.
I don't think she
razor.
actually got a
With the
hairline.
razor,
She just
what this is gonna do is bring any excess
lines
color
on the
back
sides
up
up.
to where it's supposed to be, and at the same time, it's gonna get rid of all those little hairs that the trimmer couldn't get, and get it nice and sharp. So you want to make sure to stretch the skin in the opposite direction, so that way you don't cause any irritation. Same thing with this side. You'll see I'm pulling downwards while I move the razor upwards.
Why he don't line her up like a
You
regular?
can see what I mean is bringing that color right to the
Guy.
spot where it's supposed to be. Because a lot of times when you're spraying with the card, some of it can get under the card, and the razor just makes it extra clean and extra sharp. And now what I'm going to do is I wet it and I'm going to diffuse her hair, and this is just to lift it up so we can see her taper more. But fam, this is the cut. As you can see, the taper really bring her curls together, made it look a lot cleaner. But if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, hit that like and subscribe button. And like always, I will catch y'all next time. Peace.
I don't really like the cut. I don't. It is what it is. He kept calling her a he and a she, I don't know. I had to snap him up. Hey, bro, don't get. You know who I am. But thank y'all for